Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak Part 18. In the previous video, well, what did we do? We did many things, talk to the people around Old Town. That was mainly it. I think we did some other stuff. We're gonna get some quests. All kinds of great quests, like meet Karl Marx. Here's where we pick up most of our jobs. Is this one of the guild's message boards? Actually, it's this district's public bulletin board. Actually, Fairy, you're a dumbass, because I went to high school, so I know all the things. No offense. I mean, I know you didn't mean it in that way, but you can't start a sentence with the word actually and not expect to get roasted in the year 2024, lady. It's just not going to happen in the year 12 whatever this game takes place in. We in 1208? Or is it 12? So it's something 8, right? If you want to find the stuff addressed to us, all you got to do is reach around back. It's sticky. I want you to get rid of a certain guy's little black book. He has info on me that can't get out. I'd prefer it if I could explain the details to you in person. I'll be waiting at the, in the Tyrell district. Thanks. Now and then folks will reach out and contact me directly, but most of our jobs come from boards like this. I thought our jobs would involve more fighting. I was expecting assassinations and stuff. People don't come to us with matters that violent, do they? Nah, every once in a while I gotta beat up a stalker or something, but that's about it. Then please allow me to deliver the beatings from now on. Couldn't we just hand them over to the police? Nah, we don't talk to no fucking cops. You failed Rule 6. What's that flyer there? Oh yeah, that's about Karl Marx. You may have heard of him. There's also something about Britain. We haven't heard about that. In that country, we don't have a British country yet. Does that say anti-nah something? Nah, N-A-Uh. It's the Marxist forum at the, does that say the Washington City Center? No. I can't make up the city name. And then are women still, presumably that says oppressed? And then there's a ransom note that says, show us what you're something. We can't, that's too hot for YouTube right there. Report any leads to your local police station. Promising information will be compensated with cash. I have never heard of them. A lady thief who's been operating in Calvert for the past few years. They say she only steals from bad people, corrupt politicians, shady millionaires, and so on. Is she a cat? Is she a cat? Is she a cat? She's a cat, isn't she? Supposedly, once you receive a calling card from her, your fate is sealed. Man, there are so many interesting people in this city. Also, where have I heard this plot point before? Because Grim Cat... Oh, they actually are. I didn't even pay attention if they had said their name yet or not. I just remember they were talking about the cat. Oh yeah, seeking information. I think I skipped this line. So yeah, they're obviously a cat. Because Grimcat never steals from the innocent. Many people in Edith admire her. Also, she scampers around the city in a skimpy outfit you expect to see in a seedy club. Van, there's children around. Your righteous thief sounds more like a kinkster to me. We'll tell you when you're older. Don't say it. Gossip Rag's just making a big deal of her for sales. Nothing we need to worry about. I'm sure this chapter won't be centered on the cat lady. So anyway, job boards. Let's go check the boards in other districts and find some work to do. Sometimes we'll need to complete semi-required for Spriggans in order to advance the story. You don't need to finish all the requests available, but you may if you want to or whatever. I mean, we've worked hard on these quests. Okay, maybe we worked a little. It depends on the quest. Some we probably worked hard on. Some we were like, just fucking hit them with Trails Quest number 8. Hit them with a classic. It's an homage. I've got some personal business I should squeeze in today, too. Oh, you can view connection events? Use free time to participate in a connection event with a specific character. Oh, okay, this is back. Select your character choice in the connections under the to-do list and spend 1 point to see an event. If you complete all the things available, you get an extra free time point. Ooh. Ooh. Where did they say they were? Where? Okay, in the to-do list. Okay, so at least for now we can see them all. I didn't really even think about this, maybe return, you know, the bond events stuff. Or like the equivalent of bond events. And the whole, because I kind of forgot that they were technically like limited since we played all the Cold Steel games with on the New Game Plus. Because I had obviously played the games before and was just expertly acting to hide it. There was no way I could have possibly just downloaded a save off the internet, as mentioned in the very first video, yet every freaking like 2 months I get a comment that's like, why are you pretending you haven't played this game before? I could clearly see that your playtime is at 80 hours on the first video. Like, yeah, motherfucker, if you could use your damn ears instead of your eyes, you would find the answer. Where am I going? By the way, he said it's something that's Tyrell. Well, I guess we're just going to talk to people, honestly, so... Let's start with the Riverside.
Taking off now.
So that's all the story you get for this video. Have fun.
Riverside is a popular spot for tourists.
There are warehouses along the river, too. Take note of that, newbie.
Yeah, beware the warehouses, newbie.
Riverside, popular, warehouses, and done.
Stand up, back straight. You're singing out of tune, by the way. Stop that. What sorry excuse for an idol, Lulula. Again, I'll freeze over before you get your debut at this rate. Ain't all that serious, lady. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, li, ta, ta. I'm really thankful to let's help me rehearse with her, but when can I move from practicing scales? Feels like I've been doing this forever. Well, you know, something about the fundamentals, right? Plus, isn't the dancing more important? I feel like the dancing is probably more important. Like, you can just lip sync the singing shit. Who cares about that part? That's not why the people are watching the idols. Maybe I'm judging, but I feel like there's a reason people are watching idols, and it ain't for the singing. Alright, God, good time as any to take a breather. But I've definitely been getting the hang of this whole exercising thing. Maybe I can multitask and sightsee around Riverside while I'm out. I heard people in front of the Blue Score talking about some popular performer who plays there. Riverside might be a lot more fun than I give it credit for. Where did my sister get off to? I hope I'll be hearing from that Spriggan soon. You talking about me? I might have missed a post on the bulletin board or something. I'll double check just to be sure. Okay. I didn't think to talk to the board. After that classic mistake, I forgot the Dark Souls the bulletin board. There was a hidden quest, that or it's one of the other bulletin boards. I'm just about done with everything today. Once I wrap up here, I'll be heading to see Just perform. I've got floor tickets, so I gotta hurry and find a good spot. After that, it's a drink and some vibing for the rest of the night. Oh man, you know, love vibing with the bros.
Well, if it isn't Van.
Yeah, see? Vibing with the bros. These drawings are some of your best work, Miss Kokona. The heat of combat comes across so well in them. But there are a couple parts that don't make sense to me, like this cut here. Why are they suddenly playing tic-tac-toe? It's a joke. Sometimes I get tired of drawing all the action during the fight scene, so I'll put in a joke here and there. You know, helps liven the mood. Hate that. Sorry, I guess I just don't get it. It's called LOL So Random. Your comic serialized in a magazine for boys. Shouldn't it be more straightforward and action-packed? Damn true. How many panels are there of them powering up? That's very important. You're not wrong. Guess it's back to the drawing board for me. Believe it or not, Miss Kokona is a renowned comic book artist. She acts very laid back, but her stories are full of action-packed battle scenes. It's my responsibility as her editor to support her, no matter what. I do it for the sake of all the children waiting for each new episode. Are they waiting for the episode? They're not true fans. They're not reading the as it releases weekly. They're waiting for For the TV adaptation? Oh, fake fans, fake fans. Welcome, welcome. Is this your new little helper? My, you're even cuter than I heard. Any more pretty things like this on Vans? He'd be in the club too? Come on, you have to confuse all my part-timers? I was certainly confused when you said you two had a special relationship. By the way, Ramadi, do you have any new leads? Look at you, growing into your role of assistant quite nicely, are you? Not much in the way of new info, but I may have something to share with our new recruit here. I heard that the Kruger Corps are en route to the Central East. The Eisenschau have returned home too. They took on a new job already. One of their units is on the move as we speak. Really? Wait, it's already international news? I wouldn't call it that. Info like this is Bermati's bread and butter. You ain't gonna get better info on all of Edith. There's a reason I let this jerk harass me. Oh, okay, so we can come here anytime we need information. I'm more than just an informant, you know?
Alrighty.
I sell coffee, too.
What are you in the mood for?
And alcohol, but, well, I guess technically Van's of age.
Aw, you're leaving already?
Feel free to consult me before submitting your next chapter storyboard, Miss Kakona. I gotta make a killer storyboard if Krona writes a script for me. Granted, I mean, is our wine culture, is it based on France or United States, you know? Because if based on France, I'm pretty sure you guys could get shit-faced right now if you wanted to. Right? The food stand should offer mini tacos too. I bet those would be a hit. Who thinks about tacos when you're looking for food on the go? No one. Everyone wants ice cream and crepes. You can't just ask everyone to enjoy the same way if you don't think outside the box. They need more options. So you just won't listen to me. More options like less food? The food stand should offer mini tacos. Who thinks about tacos? What the hell are you talking about, lady? You just disproved your own argument.
Oh, good stuff right here.
How is a mini taco any different than a regular taco? I ain't got nothing against a mini taco. It's probably just as good as a normal taco. It's just smaller. But if you're saying nobody likes fucking tacos, instead you should sell mini tacos. You're. Am I taking crazy pills here? How's it going, gang? Alright, it's about time you get started on your way to becoming a senior bracer. You're gonna have to run across to every major city, and then also there's gonna be like a creepy guy, but you don't know that he's creepy. He's actually gonna keep it seem like a pretty normal dude, but then at the end of your journey, when you're like really basking in your victory over the ancient machina that for some reason exists, and we're introduced at the last minute, then creepy dude's actually gonna reveal himself as a creepy guy, and then, oh my god. Yes, sir, I'm ready. Before I send you off from branch to branch, I want to ask you one thing, Gray. What are you striving for? Striving for? I guess I want to be someone capable of helping those in need. Not a bad answer, but it's a little bland, don't you think? Listen, Gray, keep a hold of your ideals. Don't lose sight of them. Draw strength to them, and the path forward will always be clear. You can't help anyone when you're lost yourself. You got a good heart, but you better not forget that. Yes, sir. Draw strength from my ideals. What if my ideals are pure malice and evil? In another world, this dude would have been the main character. Unfortunately, we've already done the bracer stuff. We're past bracers. Bracers are old hat, okay? We're all about not being bracers now, you know? Bracers are old and stinky. Instead, we're bracers who are like cool, and we do things that you guys would never do, like rescue cats and finds lost wallets and find out why somebody stole money. Oh my god, Van, are we cringe? Van, we're not cool. Looks like we got a I'm looking for my little sister who I was separated from long ago due to family circumstances. I have few clues, and in searching for my own has been difficult. Can you lend me your talents? I'll explain things in person. I'll be waiting at the cafe in Bar Bermati. I ain't picking up the usual scent, so I think the bulletin board hunt's over. What the fuck are you talking about? That means we have 2 tasks to take care of today. We should get at least one of them settled today. Let's get back to it then.
Okay, what have we got?
Anything else that we can see? Fortunately, my camera's not. Oh, Anti-Nazi League. Oh man, we need to join that. Yo, Ida's kind of base. They got the Communist Forum, the Anti-Nazi League going on. Oh, that's what the other thing, the anti-nah. Oh, I didn't see it on the, it's the same poster. Well, actually, is it the same poster? Can't tell because it's kind of like pushed out. But yeah, something about Britain. And then Torn. What does that say? Torm. And then there's an album out in 04. Well, that thing's been up there for a hot minute. That or it's they got it out really far in advance. Okay, 16 minutes in. What have we done? Absolutely nothing. Yep, it's a Trails game. Or it's a Trails Let's Play, really. Because I mean, it's not, the game's not the one forcing me to look at all the posters. You're Jonas, right? I'm the Spriggan you requested. What the fuck is a Spriggan, by the way? You're not made of trees, you liar. That's right, it's a pleasure to meet you. I have a lot to talk about, so please take a seat. Before we start, I want to clear something up. This is the kind of job you can ask a bracer to help with. Why'd you pick us then? That's a fair question indeed. It's a long and complicated story, actually. Let me explain. Jonas explained. So then, it started when my parents divorced when I was young. I went with my father and my younger sister was taken by my mother. That was 10 years ago. Recently my father passed away due to illness. I didn't have anything to do with it. I was held not legally responsible. Okay? This is very important that you, before we go any further, that you remember that. I need you to sign these waivers. When I was going through his belongings, I found shockingly a will addressed to my sister and my mother. I guess even when you try to cut ties with them, you can't just erase family. And well, I'd like to make sure that this will reach them. Or this will reaches them. Because I kind of read it in my head as like that this will reach them. But no, not will. It's will is very different than will. Okay? And it's also not will. You know what I mean? You know, there's will, and then there's will. And then there's also will. Many different wills. All of them very different. Okay? You jot that down? Yeah, finding them would be important. God, English is such a fucked language. I mean, like, on one hand, I'm glad that I know it. Because it's, you know, I'm not going to say it. But, I mean, it's the language to learn. But man, I'm kind of lucky I didn't have to learn it. Like, really learn it. Because, like, my brain is not compatible with, like, language learning. Like, at all. I don't think I would have been able to cut it. I don't think I would have been able to learn it. I'd be stuck with whatever, like, my regular native tongue was if I was born somewhere else. There's no shot I'd be able to wrap my head around it. Here's the issue. Amongst the papers, I found what I believe is a court order from the same service as the divorce. As indicated that neither parent could interact or interfere with the other. I think that handling this will to my mother would technically violate that. If anything, I can't imagine she'd be happy about it. I figure it might be a better idea to give it to my sister then, which is why I've been looking for her. Also, since it's not urgent, I figured the guild would probably put me on the back burner and end up waiting for who knows how long. Gotcha. Yeah, I can see not wanting to end up on a long-term resident of their mission board. Sure, we can handle this job. Plus, it would probably get handed off to Craig, and you know he's gonna fuck it up. Anyway, got any clues where to start? Not exactly. I did find this letter with the will. It was a letter from my grandmother on my mother's side from 2 years ago, addressed to my father. In it, she wrote that everyone on that side of the family was doing well and attached to it a picture of my sister. There was no address on the envelope, but the photo might be a good place to start. Can we see this photograph? Of course, here it is. Okay. She's so pretty. Right, it's hard to believe we're related. Her name's Jessica. She's younger than I am, but she's my sister. You sure? The photo looks like it was taken in the Tyrell district. I've gone and walked around here hoping I might bump into her, but no luck. Feels like the perfect place to start our search then. Good as any. Alright, we should definitely take our time on this one. Should I take the job right now? Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright, I'll get started ASAP. Well, don't lie to the man, Van. Mind if I borrow the photo that's definitely in your hand that's very real that we modeled out? Okay? Well, it'd be easier to take it around if I got it in hand. Of course, thank you. Let's head to the Tyrell district. One last thing if you would. Yeah? If you do find my sister, please don't approach her. I mean, this might be the first time she hears about our family. She might not even know she had. I'd rather she didn't hear about it from a Spriggan. No offense. I just like to talk to her myself. Request canceled? I understand. Your reunion's a delicate matter and should be treated as such. Do you just need to locate her then? Thank you so much. Please find my sister for me. I don't know. That was you kind of turned it a little sussy at the end there.
Commencing mission.
Because frankly, your story seemed a little ridiculous to begin with. Now I'm like, this motherfucker's lying. I was kind of rolling with it. As like, that seems like extremely odd that they would be like, no, you can never contact each other ever again in any form whatsoever. But now that he's like, oh yeah, and don't approach her. Just tell me where she lives, her address, when she's sleeping. This fucker's gonna kidnap this lady. We should start by finding someone who knows Jessica. I know the perfect person to ask. There's a producer who often hangs around the Tyrell district to try and recruit new people to be mannequins. Let's talk to him before we try asking anybody else. Might save us a lot of wandering around. Mannequin? I've never heard of that. What do they do? He means models, people who wear clothes to advertise new outfits, and Van's right that Jessica's pretty enough to be noticed by our producer. As soon as we're ready, we should make for the Tyrell district. Yeah, I know where that is. Pop quiz fairy. Where's the Tyrell district? This is your test to see how you're figuring out the city. Where it be? Tell me. I love gazing out at the water, wearing my green hair, all green everything. You know how it is. I feel like I'm losing it. I don't really know why, but... Hello, Fairy. It's nice to see you. Actually, it's me, Van. I'm the one you're talking to. It's nice to see you, but Sunday school's not in session today. It's actually pretty easy to follow the schedule, because, see, it's in the name. You only ever come on Sunday, because it's called Sunday school. So, could you leave, please? I'm busy not painting. Also, are you painting on a damn chalkboard? I mean, this is not really a paint, it's just... I've never really seen a chalkboard. I mean, it looks like a chalkboard on like an easel like that. Looks kind of weird. Also, you know the internet was invented, right? You ain't got smart tablets or whatever. You ain't even got a whiteboard? Something the matter? You in some sort of trouble? Nope, I'm on the job today. They're showing me around today, so I thought I'd pop in and say hello. You didn't decide that. I decided this. It was a mighty shame that you only seen Riverside, so we're taking her on a tour around Edith. And you went to Riverside first, so that she could see more than Riverside. I expected Dear Fairy here to already run a few laps around Edith. Hope you enjoy your tour of the capital, dear. It's a wonderful place. You should take in the sights. I will. Everything's so cool. I don't want to miss out on anything. By the way, Fairy, I heard you met a Central Eastern sister of the cloth in Creole Village. If it is who I think it is, you might have just met one of my friends. She mentioned wanting to go to work at the chapel in her hometown. Here she's doing well for herself of late. Oh, I hope we can meet sometime soon. We have a lot of catching up to do after all these years. Okay, yeah.
Well.
I remember a lady. I don't remember her name. Don't ask the impossible of me, but...
Goddess Arusha.
Wrong. Wrong name. No. Wrong. Ah, it's a pleasure seeing you today, Fairy. What brings you by? I don't believe Sunday school's due today. Oh, these fine folks, man, they don't trust us. They're like, what are you doing in church? It's not a sanctioned activity. We know you godless heathens wouldn't be in here unless you were forced to by the state. Are these fine folks the one taking care of you during your stay in Edith? Yep, they're taking care of me, taking me around because I haven't had a chance to see their districts. Sounds like a delightful time. I've never seen beyond these four walls. I just stand here all day at my lectern. Just thinking about the good word. I'm certain you'll find out how different things can be from what you're used to back home. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to sit down with you and to address them. And by sit down, I mean stand right here, behind my lectern. Thank you, Father. I'll definitely take you up on that. Ah, back to my natural state. The Kruga hail from the foothills of the Ishgal Mountains, right, Fairy? I'm not particularly familiar with that region myself, but I can guarantee that Edith will prove to be a whole new experience. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to sit down with you and address— Yeah, you said that. Your ass ain't never sitting. What are you doing? Her ass is asleep? Can't sleep in church. Arusha's gonna get your ass. I mean, like, you know, someone called Adios, they might play around. Arusha, that's not a play around name. That's a, you know, fire and brimstone ass goddess name. Oh, they're the same. No, okay. There's no way they're the same. Dang, that's a sick ride. Not lending you another single mirror, though. Gotta save to get myself my own ride. I made up my mind. I'm buying a new ride. Man, I can't take it anymore. I got super pumped to that last race. I need some time on the road, too.
Overall, however, pleasant weather is expected across the country, making it a perfect week to enjoy the outdoors.
Those ain't things I can read. That's a picture of a basketball. This is a car shop. I'm cleaning the engine bays of the used cars today. I need to be real careful about maintenance when it comes to Uncle. He's real strict about work. You know, we started servicing Orbital bikes recently, so I need to learn how to work on those too. That one over there's a red star, yeah? Looks a bit below the dire wolf's ride, but only barely. And she's like, who the fuck is the dire? What are you talking about? But it's still so cool looking. Maybe we can try riding it. You need a license first, kiddo, but I bet you'd be natural at it if you could ride one. Not many people own bikes yet, so we're gonna start renting them out. Even if we can't ride one now, I'd love to try it out someday. I ain't going anywhere, so we can come back if you ever get the chance. Got a long road of learning ahead of me, but the first step is making sure I don't screw up the basics. By the by, a lot of the used cars we service here are getting shipped outside the country. Guess everyone's raring to get their hands on a Republic car. Nah. Only a fool would buy from the Republic. Foreign made, that's where all the good vehicles are. I guess they're buying the foreign made cars, but you know, I don't know. The joke is that you guys are America and nobody buys American cars. Unless it's a big pick-em-up truck. Don't know how, but somehow along the way, Junifer up and became a car freak, and it was not my doing. Need to keep a close eye on her while she works. Tinkering with a car without the proper know-how can get you hurt, or worse. What's worse than being hurt? I mean, I guess killed, but I would say being killed is hurting. She needs a lot of baby in here. Don't know. Okay.
What'll it be?
A work helmet. Oh, okay.
Come again.
I was thinking it was like a cap, like a car part. And I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? Hey, Fairy. Hey, Fairy, you said you're starting a new job, right? These are my co-workers from Arkrod Solutions. We're out on patrol right now. Wow, you're just like a grown-up. Yeah, that's what makes you a grown-up, Fairy, having a part-time job, not being a child soldier. Can't believe you're only 2 years older than I am. You're already so cool. Her ass is gonna be so burnt out. It's nice to see you've already made friends in Edith, Fairy. Looks like I took a shine to you already. You're only 2 years older than me, Fairy, but you're so cool already. Tell me about your hometown next time, okay? You got it. See you at Sunday school, which is on Sundays in case you guys didn't know. You're just like a grown-up. You're the coolest. I'm gonna catch up to you soon. I'll be just as grown up in no time. Nah, man. I think kids would actually be like, look at this loser. They have to work. Because it's not even like her ass is getting paid. So she doesn't even have that going for her.
Well, where's to next?
Okay, I guess I forgot to talk to you guys again because I got distracted by the smell of communism. Little miss of you! Me, I'm Farida. I had no idea you had a crew on your payroll, Spriggan. Pulling out the big guns, huh? Heard about that case you solved the other day. You might regret it if you keep kicking the hornet's nest. Yeah, I gotcha. Not like I'm trying to get us in trouble. You might have missed a mark a little there. Still, I'm impressed how far and wide the Kruger are known. I don't think anyone here from the Central East could possibly not know about him, especially a bracer worth his salt. I get the feeling this guy really knows his stuff. He might even know Abby and everyone else. And then he's like, I feel like they're telepathically communicating about me, and I don't like it. Listen, I'm not trying to rain in your parade or anything. Just be careful. Not everyone will be too fond of what you get up to. Careful. Don't go worrying a lane. Alright, let's get going. We still have stuff to do before we wrap up. Yes, sir. I'll work my hardest today with you, sir. Okay. Second check. We're good. Take me to... Oh, there's the Tyrell District. Have we been to the Tyrell District? Is this new? Maybe it is.
Go!
There's only one place that would let us go. Golden Blood. Wow, it's so busy here. It's amazing. Everything's under control with so many people. It feels so different from Station Street. You haven't been to Station Street yet. Golden Blood. That's Tyrell for you. As you might have guessed, this is where the Tyrell Times is founded. There are a handful of other publishers HQ'd here too. As a result, tons of young people like to hang out here. It's where you'll find a lot of trends and subcultures taking off. Here is a fairly distinct vibe you won't find anywhere else in the city as a result. Yes. Yes. I've come here a handful of times with my friends from school who I totally have. One of them even works at the bookstore here. They're at school right now though, so don't go. They won't be there. Plenty more to find here than just books too. I find myself out here all the time. Why don't we wander around for a little while? Nothing beats seeing a place firsthand when you want to get to know it. Let's go.
Alright, newbie. I'll need you to pay close attention to where the bulletin board is.
I don't know where it is. You haven't shown it to
If
me.
I remember correctly, it's in a side street by the
You don't
movie
know.
theater.
Golden Blood.
Understood.
You're the guy who runs Arkwright Solutions, huh? What do you think you're doing dragging a young kid around? Are you up to more business? Try and keep yourselves out of anything too shady, alright? Only makes more trouble for us than the police in the long run. I ain't saying nothing to you. Nothing. No talking. Why is this nerd just getting my camera view? Whatever, you're welcome, I guess. I didn't feel like we were helping so much as getting dumped with the cleanup. Just don't do anything to disturb the peace, got it? We got enough headaches to deal with without you taking matters into your own hands. Karen's had a bit of a grudge since all that happened. She went on about how you outdid the police and how we on the force could end up in trouble before long. It never ends. Nancy, you can't just tell him that. I said all that to you in confidence. I ain't saying nothing to you, but hypothetically, if I were to say anything to a cop, here's what I would say. Hey, don't worry, ladies. We'll be careful not to get either of you fired. We're not looking to put anyone out of business here. And what was the line before I kind of skipped for the sake of the joke? When we dealt with that scammer. Listen, you have our thanks for helping us arrest that scammer. We couldn't have caught him without you. But try and keep yourselves out of any shady business from now on.
A droplet of paradise can intoxicate more than the sweetest of wines. Discover the inebriating world of show business in Sober Curious.
Carrying is nothing that's not consistent. In any case, we're out on patrol for the time being, so if you see anything suspicious, let us know. Wait, right on. You guys ain't patrolling shit. You're standing there. The entertainment industry is changing so much. It's not just made up of actors these days. Now even idols and fashion models are part of it. The lines are blurring too. Just look at trendy actresses like Judith Lannister. She's so popular, she's practically an idol in her own right. It takes all kinds these days. If I can just find something that works for me and make it stick, maybe just maybe I can break in too. Come on, mister, you gotta be a scout. Notice me already.
See the movie.
Can't ignore such hotness when it's
Get the brilliantly bitter
golden,
taste of golden blood.
golden blood. You can't ignore such hotness when it's right in front of you. I've been walking past you for 3 weeks now. Make a move already. I'm just standing here. Nice photo. What are you guys doing? I thought you were taking a photo, but you're just being weird. Mom ass. Ow. Wow, I didn't realize this cafe had its own cat. That's cool. I feel like my meow was pretty close to that. That's a funky meow. Can't say I ever heard that come out of a cat before. Can we? Oh, come on, man. He kind of reminds me of the cat from that one novel now I think about it. Oh yeah, there was a cat in that one. Actually, it so happens I named him Kagayoshi after that very same cat. He can be a peculiar feline, but he means well and he serves as the mascot of our cafe, so please be nice to him. Welcome to Macmillan Cafe. Well, happy to get you seated wherever you like. Are you sensitive to smoke or sunlight? I like interacting with customers. Probably comes from doing a lot of part-time jobs up until this point. I want to hear Charles often tells me what a good job I do. Gotta keep it up so I can maintain that winning streak.
Alrighty.
So what happens if I am sensitive to smoke and or sunlight? Tommy says the cafe helps her adjust to our new country. That's just like me. Everyone's so nice to me at Sunday school. This place feels just like home now. The boss of this place is nice to my mommy. This will feel like home to her too. Damn true.
Okay.
Partner. The coffee they serve here is really good. They have blends that are just like what they have back home. Really, the whole atmosphere here is soothing, and the owner's a nice man too. I feel like I can come here to slowly acclimate to life here in Edith. When my husband said we were going to have to leave Essalem because of a job transfer, at first I was really worried if it was a good idea. I think I can make this work. We found a temple and our sons come to like the local Sunday school as well. It's hard to complain. So lady.
Good grief.
Did you know?
What's the difference in the religion? Like, what religious practices do you have guys that are do you guys have that are different? Like, I mean, that's a serious question. Because I mean, you know, the Nord people, they had the wind. They talked about the wind a lot. That was their religion. Do you ever find yourself wondering about some of those heinous criminals to ever live on this continent? Like, take the Demon of the Eastern Quarter. They're a legendary assassin whose activities date back over 130 years. They were even involved in Calvard's Democratic Revolution. But get this, they say the demon still lives and that they're committing gruesome murders in the underworld to this very day. Yeah, but it's okay because she feels not even actually that bad about it, honestly. So, yeah. Now, I'm not sure if that's all hogwash or not, but it's fun to think about, don't you think? Speaking of the demon, apparently they normally go by a code name. I couldn't tell you what it is, though. They don't talk about that in this book, which is a shame. By the way, the book's called Perfect Crimes by Perfect Perpetrators. It's the best. You learn all sorts of neat little tidbits about crime. Her ass did not play the previous games. It's over here at Tyrell News Service. What time are we at? Okay, we'll talk to everybody in the news and then probably call it. Welcome to the Tyrell Times. If you need to speak with one of our reporters or editors, I'll be more than happy to set up a meeting. Oh yeah, do you guys got a newspaper? I don't remember buying a newspaper. I didn't. Did I talk to the lady who sells them? Maybe I didn't. Unfortunately, our editors are all rather busy, so they may not be able to see you right away. Though if you're here to offer your thoughts or opinions on the paper itself, I'll be more than happy to listen and pass your comments on. You're not gonna... What are you really gonna do? You might listen to me, but you're not gonna pass them on. I'm just gonna say some weirdo came in and was like, the paper's not good. I was looking at that exact story that made the front page this morning. And they used crying over spilled milk. I've just got to go out there and find another story. It's a brand new day. Time to get to work. Oh, and it's better to see what Dingo's up to as well. Nothing keeps this girl down for long, does it? Feel sorry for Dingo. What if she's got in store for him in the near future?
Well...
Blood, we're mid-conversation. You can't well me. I almost forgot. It's my turn to come up with an article for the culture section. Not exactly the part of the paper I'm most interested in, but I'm sure I'll find something newsworthy if I nail the interview. Stop sighing.
Well...
This is the game, guys. Okay? Story? What story? This is the story. Don't sigh. Don't act like you're disappointed. You're bored. This is what we're here for. Oh, the Arc Genesis. Oh, find the magic MacGuffins. Who cares about that? That Marielle. I was something of a mentor to her for a time. She has a way of scaring me when she gets into trouble. I guess I kind of think of her as another younger sister. It can be hard to concentrate on my work once I start worrying about her. I respect her drive, of course. I just wish she'd think things through ahead of time. These made me turn around. Why do editors always choose to dump work on me right for a deadline? Do I just look like I have oodles of time to spare? This motherfucker just said oodles. Give him more work. I'm a journalist, you know, not some author writing the great Calvardian novel. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to fix dinner for my sister tonight. What a bummer. Ariel's got no shortage of enthusiasm, I'll give her that. But if she can't see reality for what it is, she isn't cut out to be a reporter. I don't care if that sounds harsh. Instead of pursuing dreams and fanciful things, she should be forging relationships with people in the business and politics while she's still young.
Alrighty.
Okay. Alright, before I forget about it, how do I teleport? Gang, how do I teleport? Gang. Can I not teleport from a menu? I feel like I'm hitting every button.
Right. Got it.
Okay, fine. I'll just run real fast. You happy? Oh, wait, we didn't talk to somebody in here. So, I've worked at my fair share of places part-time, but this has definitely been the best one to work at. The owner here is so nice. I think my little brother's going to join me here next year. Until then, I gotta keep holding down the fort. Can I talk to you? Oh, why hello there again. It's good to see you again. And who do we have here with you today? It's good to see you, Mr. McMillan. These two people are from my workplace. He's my boss and she's, I guess a co-worker? You started working, have you? Good for you. I'm sure it'll make for a wonderful experience for you. Your co-worker looks like she's from the Central East, yes? She's also, I think, under labor law. Is your boss breaking the law? She should try some of our coffee. The beans we roast are quite popular and come straight from there. They're the real deal. That's awesome. Abby loves this coffee back home. I'll have to taste some of yours and see how it compares. It's deeply humbling having so many people from all different walks of life come to this cafe for rest and relaxation. In fact, when the original owner still ran it, they say Sheena Dirk and her compatriots used to come here to discuss the revolution and their ideals. Hopefully they're all resting by the goddess's side these days, knowing their country is much more peaceful and their people can live at ease.
Okay.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Now, asking for a friend, what kind of revolution was it? Just, you know.
We await your next visit.
Like, I mean, maybe what the person did was for the better. But, you know, does it need to be couched in
Then let's head over.
In an air of like, hey, you know, I mean, maybe shouldn't have killed all them people. You know, I would have done that. Or was it like
More
a
candy again?
You know, an okay revolution?
Stay out of trouble now.
Alright, so we will call it here. Next time we will, honestly, we'll probably go over to Station Street
Then let's head over.
and knock this place out before we go back
This
to Tyrell?
is Station Street, right? There's so many people.
Because we should have done the old stuff before we did the new stuff.
Yes, it's a popular spot for clothes shopping.
Intoxicate more than the sweetest of
But I guess
Oh
we got
yeah,
like a...
I've got a little business with the guild branch here.
No, you
show
don't.
business in sober,
You hate the
curious.
guild.
I want to stop by once we finish doing our rounds. Right.
Right.
Alright, we'll maybe do that next time. We got to do a little bit of story about going to Tyrell, or at least, I mean, story in the sense that it's a plot relevant cutscene that you have to see. But yeah, I'm enjoying the NPC talking and stuff. I like that we're kind of situated in a big city again. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Fun times. Next time we will continue talking and maybe actually do a quest or two. Maybe. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.